Good evening and welcome to another Tidbits video. This one is another quick look where we're going to just look at some engines really quickly. And the ones I'm going to show you are ones that I purchased from an estate sale. There was a fellow that I had met on Facebook. I had done a Facebook marketplace deal with him, and a few weeks ago he contacted me because he had a friend that actually had a bunch of engines, 10 I think, or actually it was probably more like 12 engines that were given to him, and he's an electric flyer and he didn't want to mess with them. So I got that lot of engines for a really good deal, and I thought I'd show you some of them. Now the engines I'm going to show you today are not new to the channel, but since I've got so many new subscribers, I thought I'd show these again because these are new in box and it's kind of interesting to see them. So looking at the table today, I've got a Magnum Pro and a Can-B engine. So starting with the Magnum Pro. Now this is a Magnum Pro 45 ABC engine. It's an FSR style engine. Now this is new in box, but maybe not 100% complete per se because it doesn't have the instructions, but it does have a lot of other things. So here's our engine. Let me zoom in just a little bit more here. These Magnum engines were made in Taiwan, I believe is what this thing says here. Yeah, let's see. Made in Taiwan. And they date back, I didn't do my research, I forgot to see how far back they date. Late 80s, early 90s. These were really almost the same equivalent quality, the Taiwanese made engines, as OS. Now this is a true ABC engine, and it comes with this exhaust, obviously. I don't believe that it has screws for the exhaust. Wait, yeah, they're in the engine. But the other thing that it came with, like I said, it didn't have instructions. Comes with the tool set, which this tool set, see how they're, these shiny wrenches and stuff? These are indicative of old Royal engines too. Royal engines were basically the exact same thing as the Magnum engines made in Taiwan, and they feature, the Royal engines usually always featured stainless steel or at least silver screws, but other than that I think they were pretty much exactly the same. So this is kind of indicative of what the Royal engines would look like, and it came with several of these needle valve clicker ratchet mechanisms. I don't know, there's not names on here. And then it came with a couple of, looks like, O-ring sets for carbs, which I thought was cool. So I have in the past featured this engine, but it was years ago. And this is one that probably will hit the stand and be run. I like that engine. It's really kind of neat. The next one I want to show you real quick here. Let me adjust. Can-B. Now this is a Can-B 65 Sportster engine. Now it's funny because a lot of these boxes that I got, I don't know who, someone, obviously not me, wrote numbers, prices on these boxes, and when I first saw this I was like, $200 for a Can-B Sportster engine? Come on, you've got to be kidding me. So whoever wrote that on this particular engine had no clue and didn't look in the box either, because I'm going to show you something interesting. So this is what a Can-B 65 Sportster looks like new in the box. And I've had several of these engines in the past, and I've run them on the channel, but I've never had one new in box, and this is going to be a keeper. It's not an expensive engine by any means, but I mean, they're really cool engines. So the package came with an extra gasket for the rear cover, the screws for the exhaust, high-speed needle, and some Can-B decals. So here is this beautiful Can-B 65 Sportster engine, and I think there might be a review article that I can put a link to on here to explain this. I'm trying to make this a quick look, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about this. But it comes with these nice mounts, these spider mounts they called them, where you can replace that, and if you want a radial mount like this on your engine or on your airplane, it kind of is cool to have that. But these things are well known for having very quiet exhausts. So here's the exhaust, here's the extension, but here's one of the things that we're like, always, like I said, always look under all of the stuff in the box because you never know what you're going to find. And in this instance, we find the original manufacturer's, the purchase receipt. So this was purchased from Omni Models in the 20th of December of 1991, and this was a whopping $58.99. That's the price of this engine. Now, this person also purchased an Ultimate Trainer 60 with video for $105. That's not a bad price either. I'm not sure who made the Ultimate Trainer 60, but $59 for a K&B 65 Sportster in 1991, and whatever clown wrote $200 on this box is smoking something. So the last thing I want to show you in this quick tidbits video is this Magnum GP65 again. So I was able to find an exhaust, and I believe it might actually be a Magnum exhaust. It was an auction. I found it on eBay, and I won the auction, and here is the engine with the exhaust. I mean, it looks, if it's not a Magnum exhaust, it's a Thunder Tiger, because I mean, it's the exact same. I mean, just look at that. It's a big, heavy exhaust, and it looks period correct. It looks like the correct exhaust to me. I mean, it fits, so who cares? I was gonna get an OS exhaust, but then I found this one. I had several OS exhausts offered to me, but I ended up getting this one because I really didn't want an OS exhaust on this engine. I just wanted something that was proper for this. So anyway, that's the cool thing with that. Don't have screws with it, but I do have OS exhaust screws on order for that. So that's the quick look tidbits video for tonight, and hopefully we'll be seeing those engines running very soon also. And Sasha's going potty. Never fails. Have a good night.